Did he just chew off his fingers? Gachiakuta episode 2 can only be described as flawless. This adaptation has been surpassing my expectations by the second. Studio Bones has not been holding back with the animation and has been adding extra bits to keep it entertaining for the viewers. My tip is creamy and it's only episode 2. This episode we get a lot more information on what exactly goes on down below, as well as Enjin's introduction. So without further ado, let's get into this. But first, Chiwa. So last episode, Rudo fell into the pit and landed into this Borderlands 2 type wasteland, except it's filled with garbage. On top of that, he's now up against 3 trash beasts and his only option is to fight. Run. He's running away. Rudo is trying his best to evade these beasts as he falls to his knees and shouts to the heavens about how those assholes dropped him into this hell. He then falls down the mountain of trash and starts contemplating life. Honestly, I don't even blame the guy. Imagine running around piles and piles of trash. The stench alone would probably take me out. Even though it seemed like our MC would give up, he's got that Kobe mentality as Rudo remembers the job isn't finished. He can't die in a place like this. Who's gonna avenge Pops for him? Who's gonna spin back on those shitheads who threw him into the pit? So he grabs the nearest weapon and almost slaps the jaw straight off the trash beast's head. Some of you are probably thinking, where did he get that strength from? But you'll come to understand what's going on soon. For now, I'll say it's not his strength, but the ability he possesses. Anyway, in the near distance, the GOAT gets a great view of the mayhem that's going on. Rudo is giving belt to ass against these trash beasts. He's taking on this reverse jumping like it's nothing. Okay, maybe not belt to ass, but he's putting up a good fight. Anime MCs always get launched like this and then come back with round 2. You can clearly see though the environment is getting to Rudo as he continues to spit out blood. But look what my guy does next. He grabs the sheet of metal on the floor and wields it like a blade, slicing and dicing these beasts up. I could have sworn I was watching One Piece though, as I see Rudo pull out the Zoro classic move and slice the opponent and pose as they fall behind him. I'll say one thing though, if he's a sword user, you know what that means. Another Mihawk victim, easy upscale. Rudo successfully defeats the 3 trash beasts as he falls to rest once again. But he can't even lay down for a second as a 4th trash beast appears out of nowhere and hits a Torterra earthquake and shakes the ground around him, launching Rudo. But as Rudo opens his eyes, he's shielded and face to face with a masked man. Also, W adaptation from Bones and W inspiration from Bleach. This shot right here is a popular panel in the manga and actually got me interested in the manga to begin with. And if I'm not mistaken, it was inspired by Bleach with this scene of Kisuke on top of Ichigo while he's on the ground after getting beat up by Byakuya. The only difference is Kisuke helped Ichigo recover after finding him. Enjin over here does the opposite and kicks Rudo in the back and then shoves a mask on his face. So he's helping and hurting him at the same time, I guess. Rudo, instead of saying thank you, asks Enjin 3 questions before he could even turn around. This comedian over here pretends to unzip his mask as if he even has zippers and tells Rudo to be quiet. Rudo didn't catch the hint and progressively gets louder, asking even more questions. Eventually, Enjin got fed up and started ripping Rudo a new one, yelling as loudly as possible. Long story short, he was whispering because the trash beasts react to sound and you can't take them out with any old weapon you find on the floor. Now that they're yelling at each other, it appears to be round 3, and not only that, it looks like a bunch more have started to spawn in. Everyone learns quickly that Enjin is about that life as he uses his ability and decimates a trash beast in a matter of seconds. Also, look at this guy flexing. Before he starts fighting, was it really that necessary to flash his weapon in front of Rudo and do a little spin beforehand? Regardless, now there's 13 more trash beasts to be dealt with. Enjin springs into action and jumps from trash beast to trash beast, taking them out in one hit. Mary Poppins over here is scoping out the area as he observes his next target before attacking. Also, W CGI from Studio Bones. I'm usually very picky with how CGI is done, but these trash beasts have been very fluid and have been incorporated well into the overall animation. It doesn't feel out of place at all, and the design for them are on point. Once upon a time, I remember a certain studio shitting the bed with it, but clearly Studio Bones knows exactly what they're doing. Enjin leaps off the trash beast's head, floats up to get height, increases the size of his umbrella, and dive bombs down from the top ropes into the trash beast's head for the RKO. You don't even know how goated Enjin is, bro. He's so badass and entertaining. This scene from him alone had me giddy when reading the manga, so this animated version got me tingling all in the right places. He walks back to Rudo to ensure he's alive. Rudo, confused, asks him who he is, as he takes off his mask and reveals his name is Engine. Ladies, calm down. Don't start claiming him before you get a load of the rest of the characters in the show. This comedian though forgot how much the air stunk as he puts his mask back on and as Rudo faints. As Rudo wakes up, he finds himself chained up and being dragged. Yes, Engine is into that freaky shit, but not in this current moment. Rudo starts yelling at Engine, saying that he has to return to the top somehow, but Engine informs him that there's no way of getting up there. Rudo says that he'll learn the knowledge of this place and eventually work his way back up there, but Engine decides to test him and really show him just how dirty the people are down here. Engine takes Rudo to this abandoned gas station and leaves him with the most shadiest men I've ever seen. As they approach Rudo, they ask him, "Where are you from?" Rudo responds with, "The sky." The anime-only fans must have been confused as hell after seeing them remove their gas mask and start treating Rudo with care. Even Rudo's dumbass was so gullible as to believe these guys. Yeah, I guess they were nothing but innocent men who happened to just chill around an abandoned gas station in gas masks. They immediately got straight to work with their 50 Shades of Grey behavior as they tie Rudo to the inside of their truck and give him a new face mask. As it appears, these guys find dead bodies from people who fall from above and sell them for parts. And now they think they're about to get a huge paycheck for finding a live body. Can you blame them though? They hate people like Rudo because all they ever do is drop their trash into their land, which ends up polluting the air and creating trash beasts. But these guys have never been above. They don't understand the circumstances that go on and what Rudo has gone through. These guys double down and start feeding Rudo straight up garbage to get back at him for throwing garbage on their land. This freaky guy starts getting a kick out of it, thinking someone like Rudo would never even touch garbage. Little does he know, Rudo fully understands their situation. And something as disgusting as garbage really isn't shit for our guy Rudo, as he chews off the skin of the guy's fingers and proceeds to eat it. My goat is a cannibal. I don't see any other MC doing that. Also, thank you Studio Bones for not censoring this. I feel like if they censored it, it would have taken away from Rudo's character. The whole point of this is to really show how comfortable Rudo is with the uncomfortable. And for most people, something as simple as garbage can be gross, but not for my king. Rudo goes mad and starts eating the garbage in front of all of them, claiming that it's still edible. The reaction from all these guys is priceless though, because they've never pictured someone from above to stoop lower than them and eat trash. Anyway, Rudo has had enough of everything and breaks off his chain from the truck. Rudo is tired of being slapped with labels from everyone around him and is ready to get payback, as he unconsciously starts using his ability. Look at this comedian hiding away though. Engine is watching everything go down from the distance. He's lucky Rudo doesn't see him from his vantage point, or else he would have gotten a piece of what these guys are about to get. The goons realize Rudo is a threat now and begins to attack him. They knock away Rudo's chain thinking it would do something. Little did they know, Rudo can use multiple weapons as he grabs the tire from the sky and knocks the goons out. Engine is having the time of his life watching everything go down. He's the one who put Rudo in this position to begin with, and he's loving it. He's up there cheering him on off of a whim he got earlier. If he was wrong, Rudo would have been dog food for the locals, but I guess his assumption was right. Rudo is now face to face with the last guy as he's about to give him the works. Wait, pause, not like that. But Engine finally decides to play ref and stop Rudo from hurting him. Way to ruin the fun, Engine. Rudo was reacting to his emotions and wasn't fully certain of what he had just done, but Engine got all the information he needed. Engine says he'll tell him everything about the world and more, but in exchange, he'll have to join the cleaners. And Rudo responds with,
"Fuck no."
And that concludes this episode. I don't know about y'all, but this episode flew by for me. It didn't feel like 22 minutes. The jam-packed action and developing plot had me so engaged that my eyeballs were glued to the screen. Now that Engine has been introduced, the storyline is going uphill from here. I can tell you guys that much. Studio Bones also isn't holding back with adapting the material straight from the manga. I really did think they would censor the whole finger thing, but since they didn't, I know a lot more of what's to come will be in good hands. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. If you enjoy this type of content, be sure to press the like button and subscribe to keep up with future content. I love Gachiakuta too much to not be making weekly videos on this series, so many more recap episodes to come. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.